So I wanted to jump back on here. There is a severe thunderstorm that has cropped up just on the trailing end of these frontal storms tonight. Not out of the question. Just wasn't going to let us quite be done, but we do have a severe warned thunderstorm that's just crossed over Garnett. So I'm over here at Centerville, Kansas, between Centerville and Blue Mound right now. And so this severe thunderstorm warning is going to pick up Mound City, Pleasanton, Lacine, the I-69, excuse me, the Highway 69 corridor there in Kansas. This is going to come over into very western Bates County. It's going to pick up 18 highway west of Adrian and 52 highway west of Butler. So we do still have a little storm left to knock through. It gathered some gusto here just as it crossed over 59 highway at Garnett. And so it has picked up. We're going to talk about some up to 60 mile per hour winds. We'll go ahead and kind of get an estimate on what those might be as they start to move into Miami County here. But right now, strong thunderstorm over Centerville. This is going to impact the K7 neighborhood. This is going to impact Mound City, Blue Mound. Again, it's nothing but a severe thunderstorm right now. So more of the same as what some of these areas have had before, what we were talking about in the earlier live streams. You're welcome, Allison. Good to see you jumping back on here with me tonight. I think this is really, like I say, down here where we were anticipating heavier rainfall, just enough instability's gotten together. I think the low-level jet maybe is responsible for this, that has just pushed back enough energy that's going to drive up this little cluster of thunderstorms down here in this area right now. So not seeing anything back behind it. I think this is all that we're going to be dealing with, but we'll go ahead and watch this little line and cluster of storms moving through here tonight. So again, let's go ahead and give a heads up. There is a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 34 minutes. That'll take you up to about 12:15 a.m. This is going to cover Lacine, Amsterdam, Amoret, Foster, New Home. It's going to pick up Hume, Prescott, and then down to the south. Looks like they've gone ahead and warned Fort Scott as well. So this is going to be the 54 highway corridor, Uniontown, Redfield, Marmaton, on out to Fort Scott, and the 69 highway corridor between Fort Scott and Prescott there is now severe warned for the next 33 minutes down there on that severe thunderstorm warning. So we're talking about wind gusts up to possibly 60 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and read the bulletin up here in Miami County and see what we're talking about here. 3/4 inch hail possible. We'll take a look at what that's doing in just a second. Hazard again, up to 60 mile per hour wind gusts and some around penny-sized hail in this storm that's moving through right now. So rapidly advancing towards you guys in Lacine. If you're still up tonight, again, just think that we're talking about wind and possibly some hail. Do think that you will see some wind gusts up here tonight, you guys, approaching as we're getting towards, really south of Osawatomie. So we're getting towards Lacine. I'm seeing some 40 to 50 and a couple 60 mile per hour wind gusts possible right around 169 just south of Osawatomie. But that's out of the warned area. So possibly some 40 mile per hour wind gusts is a little bit more realistic for this storm that's just moving into Lacine right now. Let's go ahead and see where that hail core is as well. We're talking about possibly some penny-sized hail. Not really seeing that come together right now. A little bit of small hail up here just to the west of Lacine. Very small hail indicated on radar returns right now. So go ahead and play the radar. You guys can see which way this is moving here. Pretty much due east. So you're going to see the bulk of this thunderstorm at least head due east. So again, we're talking about Mound City, Pleasanton, Lacine, and into western Bates County. Severe thunderstorm warned for the next 32 minutes. So this is going to just barely make it west of Adrian and pick up the 18 highway corridor there. Laceyville and Merwin are going to be in this new warning. So basically, like I say, I think the jet has just kicked in and probably pushed up this last little dust up, lent just enough push to these storms to give us a severe warning as we get to some possibly up to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. But I think that's the only threat that we're talking about here. Plenty of lightning. These are going to be super, super loud storms as they move through with plenty of lightning as well. Not seeing any other threats to talk about for you right now. I think just strong wind gusts, anywhere between 40, mid 30s, and 60 miles per hour tonight. Possible wind gusts starting to impact the La Cygne neighborhood. I mean, you guys are going to see these up in Osawatomie, moving over towards Paola as well. So you guys are not severe warm, but you are going to see those wind gusts and a strong thunderstorm. I think it's going to pick up Paola again just a little bit, but the strongest of it really is over Osawatomie right now. So dealing with one more push of severe thunderstorms tonight. Will they make it clear over here into Bates County? Geez, it's just really hard to say right now. Plenty strong right now over here between Blue Mound and Centerville. Strong thunderstorm, tons of lightning going on over there right now, and some small hail. All taking kind of an easterly course. So we'll go ahead and give a late night heads up over here to Pleasanton, Maritime Wildlife Area, Amsterdam, Amoret, and Foster. You guys may have a significant thunderstorm. Let's go ahead and see, because everybody wants to know at this late hour. Let's just take the heaviest aspect of this thunderstorm. And track it on over towards like Amoret, Foster. And so it's given us about 40 minutes. 51 minutes. I don't think it'll be quite that long. I'm going to say more like 40 minutes till it gets over towards the Foster neighborhood. So it's about 20 minutes to get over to Pleasanton. Like I say, just a strong thunderstorm at this point with possibly some up to 60 mile per hour wind gusts left in this. I've seen wind decrease just a little bit here in the last couple of radar scans. We'll go ahead and look at radar velocity, see how that has fallen out a little bit. So that's a good sign. We'll go ahead and give some radar indicated 40s, maybe 50 mile per hour wind gusts are still in the neighborhood of La Cygne as this starts to head over towards your neighborhood. But I think more realistically, we have some 40-ish mile per hour wind gusts. It's reasonable to talk about that. So that's the neighborhood that these are in right now. Let's go ahead and take a look out regionally just one more time. You guys can kind of see where this regeneration has sort of happened. Boom, past Emporia there. It just kind of gathered some gusto there south of Ottawa, and it's really the only thing at all that we're talking about right now in the area, just on the very, very backside of these storms. Just severe thunderstorms, that's what we're talking about. There's no other threats here. There's possibly some small hail, but I've really seen that fall out of that. We'll kind of watch as the low level jet pushes this across to see what it does here. But I think you're just in for a ton of lightning. Look at all the lightning strikes. So these will be loud, lots of lightning, some heavy downpours. And then this little system will be out of your hair as well. So I can see why this was warned. I mean, this really had some gusto to begin with. But like I say, you know, in the La Cygne area, north and south right now, I think we're going to see a lot of 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts, but they're really moving through fast, guys. That's really good news. If you are in this area, this is just kind of a few minutes of a situation to put up with. I think your bigger issue, it's going to be noisy on account of the thunder, the lightning, and the heavy downpours. But a brief wind gust beginning to knock through. I was going to try to kind of look at I'm going to put these side by side. This is going to look kind of weird, but you guys can kind of see the storm trend here. So it's reflexivity on the left and its velocity over there on the right. Yeah, and you can kind of see where this wind gust is right now that's going to knock through. It just went through Paola. So it's going to spread out, and it looks like it's weakening to me. And so as it crosses over into Bates County, I think we're down hopefully into the 40 mile per hour neighborhood. And then we'll watch over here on the left side of your screen. Right, it's kind of pulsed back and forth. I want to say it's weakening, but it's still pretty strong right over here. So it's just a strong thunderstorm, and out in front of that, we're going to see some around 40 to maybe up to 60 mile per hour wind gusts moving through. What about down in Nevada? Nothing is warned there for you guys right now. Just some light rain. There is a warning over here for Fort Scott. That was issued pretty early, and I think, yeah, I mean, mostly they kicked that out because of the wind. $60 mile per hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail is what they're talking about, but that's over to your west in Fort Scott on account of this storm that's starting to move through. Let me... Yeah, so they're just talking about strong wind gusts for that area down there. I mean, you have a storm headed your direction. Maybe this thunderstorm that bolts through Fort Scott, winds up over in Nevada too. Heavy downpours at least. I mean, what it is though, I hope you guys can see this. I mean, look at all the lightning right now between like Moran, Kansas down here, Blue Mound, Centerville up towards Lacine. I mean, geez, look at all this. So it's going to wake a few people back up this evening, that's for sure. But we'll just kind of watch this. This is where it is right now. You need to be out and about tonight, up and down the 69 highway corridor. There is a strong thunderstorm getting ready to impact 69 from Lacine down to Pleasanton. And it is severe thunderstorm warned for the next 23 minutes. So there's just enough strength got back together to talk about the possibility of those around 60 miles per hour. I need the rain. I don't want the wind. That is the truth. So I'm hoping that this is accurate. I'm hoping that we see some 40 to maybe up to 50 mile per hour wind gusts that we're not talking about any significant damage there, Allison. And then once this passes over us, this should be our last kick for the night. But this is where this is right now. So heads up to Mound City, Pleasanton. Where's the strongest of the thunderstorm right now? It's out here along 548, which is West 1150th Road, right? That's where it's crazy thunderstorm right now. And it's going to impact Farlandville, and we're going to pick up Mound City on this one as well. Heads up to Pleasanton for sure, just for a severe warned thunderstorm. So let's go ahead and kind of watch these two side by side. You guys can see the storm, and then you can see the wind velocity as well. Kind of get the overall trend for what's coming into Lacine, Pleasanton, and the 69 highway corridor there. So look over on the right side of your screen. You can definitely see that the strongest winds, move this over here for you guys to see, really are kind of picking up outside the Warren Polygon there, aren't they? So they're like north of Pleasanton into Lacine. You guys have some strong wind gusts. How strong are they? They might be, they're not terrible. They're up in the 40s, maybe. Lots of 30 mile per hour wind gusts in that 69 highway corridor over there right now. Amaret, good evening, Rob. Okay, so let's go up here and talk about Amsterdam and Amaret. How about that? So Rain is going to increase. I think. What are you seeing for winds over there right now? Winds are gonna pick up, wind and rain. I think you're in like the 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gust. Maybe a few little gusts in there higher than that headed your way, Rob, and Amaret. Same thing for Amsterdam, but you guys can see there's just this now severe warning, but mostly because of those winds, thunderstorm that's going to pass through you. It's going to move over you fairly quick. It's going to be loud as all heck, and the lightning, absolutely. So we'll pay attention to that lightning threat as well. So you are severe thunderstorm warned there in Amaret for the next 20 minutes. We'll see what happens with this storm that moves on through. After that, it's going to dissipate out to rain, cool rain behind that. So that's what happens over there. Just joining. What about Hume? So let's see. Hume is in the corner of this one. Kind of the same thing, just a little bit delayed what I just said for Amaret, just up the road from you guys. Like I say, I think wind gusts are going to increase. You could see up to some, I think 50 would be on the high side, mile per hour wind gusts for you guys, probably around the 40s. I don't think you're going to catch the brunt of it down there in Hume. I think you're going to get a few pockets of really heavy rainfall, mostly moderate rainfall, a little bit of lightning. So I think the majority of it is really going to pass to your north of you guys there in Hume. So watching that really kind of weaken out. Watch as it comes into the worn polygon there and weaken. That's a good sign. Let's watch wind velocity, see if that kind of does the same thing. Because I really wasn't picking up the crazy winds like I thought. Yeah, look how much winds have really fallen out too in terms of wind strength. So that's a good sign. Look at the lightning. It's just all over the place. Seriously, between Mound City up K7 and up at Lacine right now. Just nuts. With the lightning show that's going to be for you guys. So let's hang out for a few more minutes until this storm, until the leading edge of this storm looks to head towards Adrian. We'll go ahead and give a heads up, severe warned or not. Archie Adrian Butler, that escaped a big thunderstorm about an hour ago, is going to pick up some heavy downpours and really significant lightning, I think, as that stays together there across the Virginia neighborhood, coming across 52. Could be some crazy lightning and some heavy downpours. It's an active little thunderstorm. You just got the pocket, right? I think of this low level jet kicking in. So that's, if it was going to happen, I guess that's where it's going to happen tonight. But again, another situation. Once that's over, it's over. So we'll watch until this leading edge starts to cross outside towards Adrian. But all this is going to push off this guy's this way, almost due east, everybody. So just know that wind gusts and a thunderstorm off to your west. If you are in Butler, if you are in Virginia, if you are in Amaret, that's all. That's all that it is, a severe warned thunderstorm that has decreased in intensity in the last few minutes. So we'll go down here and talk about the south again, down towards Fort Scott. You guys have the same thing. It's just a little bit further out for you guys. So it is starting to rain out here in Berlin, and Harding and Mapleton are starting to gradually come into this thunderstorm area. It's going to get significantly heavier for you guys. Good patch of lightning out around Blue Mound and 59 Highway as well. That's where that's hanging out for you guys. So this kind of corridor right here is just where there's a whole bunch of lightning right now and several patches of heavy downpour of rain is moving its way through the area right now. Wind again, really right now, not impressing me. You guys can see why they warned it there. The left side of the polygon there when we were up around those 60-mile-per-hour winds. I don't think we're going to see anything like that now as this crosses over into Bates County. So not necessarily looking for this to be extended further into Bates County. So not sure if we're going to pick up Adrian and Butler out of this. We'll know here in the next few minutes. It's really the only thing that has happened. If that hadn't kicked back up, everything else would really be pretty quiet around the region. We still have off and on rainfall, pockets of heavy rainfall up around Harrisonville. It really starts to taper off as you get up towards Belton, though. Nothing much going on up there now, just some light rainfall. Again, up towards Grandview on the back of this, significantly cooler now that our cold front has run through. But we're just talking about some pockets of heavier rainfall that really end over around Paola and 169 highway as well. So we're just dealing with this solid thunderstorm right now between Lacine, Pleasanton, Mound City. That's where this is right now, working its way just now across state line over into Bates County, where we can still be talking about some 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts working on that neighborhood over there. That neighborhood is like Amoret. So there you go, Rob. Good thunderstorm for you right now. If you're out towards the wildlife area, you don't need me to tell you. It's been thunderstorming out there. You guys know that. Looks like Amsterdam is picking it up pretty good right now. And you have a good solid 12 minutes or so of thunderstorm activity and some heavy rainfall to make it through. So it looks like this thunderstorm is now starting to stretch outside the warm polygon. And again, no severe thunderstorm warning. It's late. I didn't make more coffee, so you're going to get what you get. It's late at night. Who knows what I'm going to say. But anyway, no more warnings are out to the west, back behind this, and nothing to the east. So we're just dealing with this one polygon right here. Not sure we're going to see this extend over here towards the Adrian neighborhood. That is what I'm paying attention to right now. Don't start the second pot of coffee. I don't think so. I did not. So I think we're good after this. The front is past. We've chewed up a lot of instability tonight. Like I say, this is just a low-level jet that's popped back in behind the front. It can kick up these little things and do them. So not too surprised. But it won't last forever here. So we'll hang out. Either way, Adrian, Butler people, and Rich Hill eventually is going to pick up again another shot of heavy rainfall. Should be the lightning show would be fantastic tonight for everybody. So it's windy up and down this corridor that I am working over right now, which you guys can see, but I don't think it should trigger another severe warning. Don't think that it will. I think things have weakened enough there not to allow that. It's moving in Prescott. It's coming into you guys. I don't think you're going to get the brunt of it. So you have a few pockets of heavy rainfall down there. At Prescott, out on Ungour Road. It took me a minute. It's late at night. Why not try that pronunciation? So yeah, a few pockets of heavy rainfall down there for you guys. It's just moderate rainfall with lots of lightning as you get out toward Mound City for you guys down in Prescott. Anything serious for Prescott? No, not really. If you would have, there were going to be big wind gusts down there, you would have had them by now. So I think you just have heavy thunderstorm activity. You got plenty of lightning. So plenty of lightning moving in towards your area, but no. Other than that, heavy downpours and lightning for you guys down there. 10 more minutes left on this warning that, once again, kind of mirrors one we had earlier tonight. Has yet to go out and extend and pick up Rich Hill, Butler, or Adrian. So, and I think you guys can see whatever gusto we had. I'm going to go ahead and loop the radar. This goes way back. Has really deteriorated out of that. So don't think that we will see that kick over. As this big broad area of thunderstorms, post-frontal thunderstorms, cooler rain, cooler air, it's 64 degrees up in Harrisonville. So temperature dropped significantly just between the last live stream and tonight. So all this is back behind the front. Can't expect anything too dramatic to happen. And little surprise here. Not really, but I think it's just about over with as well. So good news. Hope everybody's anxiety's been all right tonight. Thank you for all the updates. You're welcome, Allison. I appreciate that. Tanner and Hume. Let's see. When did you ask me that? Yeah. Let's go back down to Hume. So Hume and Rich Hill. Yeah, I mean, you're going to get just kind of this big bulky thunderstorm. It's just about to you guys over in Hume. But there's just some pockets of heavy downpours and there's some lightning in it. And it's going to go on for a little bit because this thing is really flattened out. So you probably have at least a 20-minute period of some heavy downpours there in Hume. That's going to find its way over to Rich Hill as well. Archie, I mean, you have a thunderstorm just about on your doorstep. Excuse me. It is not severe warned. Nothing around you is severe warned. There's that's a highway right between Archie and Drexel. That's really where the bulk of the thunderstorm is right now. It's thunderstorming pretty good over in Drexel. All that's going to kind of clip you, Archie. So you have some more heavy rainfall headed your way. And I think that's it. Ethan, hope that helps you out. So don't really expect this severe warning to be continued. Like I say, the threat I think was up to 60 mile per hour winds. Haven't seen those for about the last 10 to 15 minutes or so out in this neighborhood. So it's just a solid post frontal thunderstorm at this point. So you can kind of see that's what you're dealing with on the southern edge down here of the forecast area. So interesting to see what our rain totals will be tomorrow along. Look at the 54 highway corridor there, picking up Iola. 54 headed over towards Fort Scott as well. You guys are just kind of socked into some solid rainfall tonight, but nothing meeting severe criteria right now. Probably not really even this down here. That's headed toward Fort Scott. You do have a severe thunderstorm warning down there for the next 6 minutes. but it looks like everything else to me, which is not really looking severe criteria. So there you go. Warning has expired up here into Bates County. Just a good body of showers with some lightning. Look at all the lightning moving through. That's going to continue, you guys, for the next couple of hours behind this front. So any tornado watch for Hume? No, definitely not. Definitely not. And down there in Hume, you're about to be into less and less rainfall as the night goes on. So no, definitely not. So I think that's going to do it for me on the second round, you guys. I think that's going to do it for tonight as well. As always, appreciate everybody jumping on here. Appreciate the messages and the reports. Probably talk to you in the morning, but not very early in the morning. Have a good night.